I'll invite the area MCA, Chege Mwaura, just to introduce the MCAs who are here, and then I'll go to the MPs. Please, fanya haraka.
Thank you, Excellency, and your esteemed delegation. Karibu Starehe, Karibu Ngara. This is Jamhuri, where the tallying center of all the votes around Starehe are tallied. And thank you for giving us the honor to start off this program with us. With accompanying us are the leaders of the County Assembly. Please, Mameni, Leader of Minority, Mheshimiwa Kiragu kutoka Waithaka, Mheshimiwa Nicholas kutoka Isili South, Mheshimiwa Oscar Lore kutoka Mathare North, Mheshimiwa Ringo, asante sana, karibu, and my whip, chief whip kutoka Umoja One, Mheshimiwa Roro. Thank you so much.
Asante sana. Your Excellency, wabunge tuko na wawili tu. Mheshimiwa Elachi na Mheshimiwa Ladwa, tafadhali karibuni. Ladwa ni chairman wa ODM Nairobi na mbunge wa Makadara. Beatrice, come say hi. Hatuko wengi leo.
Asante sana wananchi wa Nairobi. Nairobi oye. Asante Your Excellency. Kwa hiyo heshima governor, asante. Tumekuja hapa kama wabunge Nairobi ili tuweze kuzindua hii mambo ya LPG. Pia nashukuru Ministry ya Energy through PS kwa kutupatia pia sisi kule kwa shule ya viwandani. Tuna appreciate sana hiyo usaidizi ambayo imefanywa pa leo na tunashukuru sana. Kwa ufupi, Your Excellency, sisi tunakusupport 100% na broad-based government. Tuko hapo na Nairobi tuko nyuma yako na tutaendelea kukusupport. Sisi Nairobi hatuna ukabila, ukabila yetu ni Kenya na ni Kenya na ni Kenya. Kwa maendeleo, kwa siasa tuko na wewe na tutakusupport. Uko na waziri wetu Joho, uko na Wandai, sisi kama ODM tunakusupport na tutakuwa hapo 2027 nyuma yako. Mungu akubariki.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, let me ride with all protocols observed. Our Governor, Wanakanairo, tusalamiane kwa hewa, Bwana asifiwe. Your Excellency, we want to thank you and to really thank you as Nairobians. You have given us a jump start. You started with the classrooms. We want to assure you we are building the classrooms and to assure you that Year 9 is on course and we are doing so well, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we also want to thank you now for this, and it's a project we are going to pick as members of parliament to ensure our schools, because in Nairobi hatuna kuni, unless Kanjui kubali na gavana hawezi kwamba tuwe na kuni. But tuliambiwa kuni imeenda, sasa tuko na gas. Your Excellency, we want to say thank you and to wish you well as Nairobi. A Merry Christmas with Mama Rachel Ruto, to wish Kenyans and Nairobians, and lastly, a prosperous new year. Tunajua hiyo mwaka 2025, Mungu akitujalia, it's a year you will achieve what God has given to Kenya. Thank you and God bless you.
Asante sana, Mheshimiwa. Your Excellency, very quickly, allow me just to go over a few things. Number one, today we had a meeting with the Council of Governors, the summit. And some of the functions that you said need to be unbundled. One area that has not been explored, Your Excellency, if you look at the paragraph 8E of the 5th schedule of the Constitution, is that county governments are actually entrusted with regulation within the energy sector of electricity, gas reticulation, and that mandate has never been operationalized. We need to find a way which the county works closer with the national government and the Ministry of Energy. Your Excellency, I'm very happy we have a good minister, Bwana Wandai, whom we talk to. We discuss things. He has shown us willingness to listen. Also our PS, my good friend. I hope that we can actually now deliver to Nairobians. 3 years ago, Your Excellency, while you are doing last mile connectivity across the country, in Nairobi it was being reversed. And in many places, electricity was removed. Transformers ilitolewa. If you go to Mathare constituency, an entire ward, hospital ward, it was removed. You know, they have no electricity. If you go to Choka, if you go to some areas in, around Komarok, if you go to Kayole also, and Your Excellency, we've been trying to find a way through which, because of illegal connections, a lot of the fires in our informal settlements are caused by these illegal connections and spaghetti connections. But the solution is not to deny them wananchi electricity. It is to work with these people as distributors. I hope that next year we can return electricity in the capital city. In 2025, people cannot have, Awana Stima Nairobi, Your Excellency. But I know there's something going on. Maybe the PS or the Waziri will mention it with the REREC. Please just pump in something for the people of Nairobi, Your Excellency. The second area that we need to work on, Your Excellency, is the issue of street lighting. The county government is doing a lot. We're really increasing the number of lights in the city. We need a special tariff for the city, because if you look at the street lighting tariff, it involves some variables like rural electrification. Yet we're providing street lights in the city, which is a national security agenda. If Kenya Power was to switch us off, or if I don't pay the bill, crime will go up. And that is security. Let us work together and see how we can, lower that. But please help us with the police vandalism. Tunaweka stima, tunaweka hizo street lights, watu wanaiba cables, wanaiba hizo lamps. A few weeks ago in Outer Ring Road, people were even stabbed from Kura. They were stabbed by these thugs. It should be that touching public infrastructure like street lights is a criminal offense. It should be worse than murder. Your Excellency, tunatumia pesa ya wananchi ambao they work hard for. We put those resources into things like street lights, into bins, alafu watu wanakuja wanaiba, Your Excellency. Tafadhali hapo utusaidie. Utusaidie hapo tafadhali. We'll do more surveillance with the police, but we really need to light up our city. This must be a 21st century capital. Your Excellency, yesterday I sent you a message when I was in Addis. I don't know if you saw it, and I sent you some photos. If you look at the kind of lights they have done, we're going to do them in Nairobi. Lakini nione mtu akijaribu kugusa. Tutaanguka nao, Your Excellency. Hao tutaanguka nao mbaya. Hatuwezi kubali. The other thing, Your Excellency, we have developed our county energy plan and policy. We're engaging with stakeholders. I want to thank you for Bwana Kipto of EPRA. There's a lot of work we're doing together to look at even the issue of this gas that is being filled, across the county. We did an audit of these LPG retailers. They're licensed by EPRA, but they operate within our communities. And we said that you cannot be 200 meters away from a residential place. We saw what happened in Embakasi, and we lost the lives of so many people. So let us continue that work together. Let's sensitize the public and do a public campaign around that to make sure that anybody operating that business has a proper license and is in the right place. We've established collaboration, as I've said, with the ministry, with GIZ, with EPRA, with C40 cities. We're now solarizing our markets, Your Excellency, starting with City Park Market, to make sure that we can get them, with clean energy, Your Excellency. You're doing a great thing for our children by making sure there's gas in our schools. Your Excellency, in Nairobi, we have a school feeding program called Dish in a County. In Dish in a County, Your Excellency, hao watu wa Nairobi watakwambia imeokolea sana. Si ndio akina mama? Your Excellency, when schools were closed, parents in Nairobi were complaining. Walisema sasa watafanya nini na watoto miezi 2? Kwa sababu wanapata chakula na shilingi 5 peke yake. Your Excellency, we implemented the gas infrastructure for all those kitchens in less than 10 weeks. In around 20 kitchens across the county. 17 of ours that we did, and then our partners have 1 giga kitchen. The gas infrastructure is there. Ukitupunguzia bei kidogo, because for them to buy food at shilingi 5, every variable for me is very difficult to touch. That's why I'm still using briquettes, which is green, because it is from recycled waste from our markets. We're using those briquettes, and every day we're feeding 310,000 children each and every single day in Nairobi. Your Excellency, if you support us with the gas, we'll be able to spread out to more children across the city so that they can be able to so that they can be able to go to school. Your Excellency, finally, we are working with you on our waste-to-energy project in Nairobi County. All the waste that we collect, around 3,000 tons a day, is now going to be converted in Dandora into electricity. Your Excellency, the only one part that is left can be sorted out here. Between Kipto, Waziri Wandai, and yourself. The power purchase agreement of how much, because once we sign like this, Your Excellency, I'm getting another 200 trucks to clean this city. We really need that. So that we can even get more of our youth into Green Army in Nairobi County, watusaidie kusafisha mji wetu. So please, if you can conclude for us this year, that will be a great Christmas gift for the people of Nairobi, so that we can start doing the waste-to-energy project in Dandora and to convert the existing dam site into a park. It can be done in less than 2 years. Governor Joe will tell you he did it in Mombasa in terms of rehabilitation of the dam site. Sisi Nairobi lazima tutaisafisha. Ya mwisho nikimalizia, watu wa Nairobi tunawadhamini, tunawapenda, tunawalombo tovu. Watu wa Jammu tunawalombo tovu. Your Excellency, huku ni kama ushago kwangu. Me and Shege grew up in this area. We used to come here for swimming. Kwa hii shule ilikuwanga 10 bob hizo siku. I wish you well as Jamhuri High School. If you need any support. Yes. And Your Excellency, actually on Jamhuri Day, you awarded one of their famous old boys, Pastor Ambrose of Parklands Baptist, was in this Jamhuri High School. And when he used to be in this school, he used to visit us at home. We are just next door over here. So, mwalimu mkuu, chochote unahitaji kwa county government, karibu City Hall. Tuongee. Najua mlikuwa na shida kidogo ya barabara, nafikiri tulisort kiasi. Na mavijana wa Jammu, Januari nitakuja niwatembelee. Tuchapiane, tukubaliane ile kitu tutafanya na nyinyi. We can do something. Your Excellency, at that stage, allow me to invite my elder brother, Waziri Opio Wandai wa Energy, ambaye atatutambulisha mawaziri wengine.
Okay, thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, my colleague, Cabinet Secretaries, the Governor of the County of Nairobi, the Principal Secretaries, members of the County Assembly of Nairobi, na wananchi hamjambo. Kanairo oye! Kanairo oye! Mengi yasha neno tayari na Mheshimiwa Governor pamoja na Mheshimiwa Aladwa na mwenzake Beatrice Elachi. Wacha nichukue fursa hii pia kutambua Senator wa Garissa. Alikuwa hapa? Okay, fine. Wacha nichukue fursa hii kuwakaribisha katika hii hafla. Your Excellency, this is your day. This is your day, Your Excellency. As the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, we have got a singular duty to assist in the realization of your vision. A vision, Your Excellency, that as a ministry we fully support. Your Excellency. And today, we are here for the purpose of, Your Excellency, you commissioning this LPG gas project for Jamhuri High School. And in addition, the launch of LPG project in public learning institutions. It's a program, Your Excellency, that is part of your wider strategy, your wider LPG growth strategy that you graciously endorsed in your cabinet last year, Your Excellency. So as a ministry, we don't have much to say really, but to commit to continue supporting you in the realization of your vision for this country. Your Excellency, I can't fail to recognize the Nairobi County under the leadership of Governor Johnson Sakaja. That Nairobi County is one of the few counties that have been able to develop what we call the county energy plan and policy that is guiding them in this very vital sector. Your Excellency, if you allow me very briefly to introduce more formally my colleagues, the Minister, Cabinet Secretary for Education, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba. If you may just rise up for the public to see you. And last but not least, the Cabinet Secretary for Mining and Blue Economy, the Honorable Ali Hassan Joho. Your Excellency, finally, as I conclude, I want to assure you that as a ministry, we continue to work with members of parliament. Your Excellency, these members of parliament, particularly those in Nairobi County, are people that I've worked with very, very closely. As a matter of fact, they were my people a little while ago in parliament. And when Aladwa speaks, I am more than convinced that he means what he's saying. And the assurance he's giving you, Your Excellency, is an assurance that is coming not only from his heart, but from the heart of very many other colleagues of his who subscribe to his political formation. Thank you, Your Excellency, for giving us this opportunity to serve you. With those very many remarks, Your Excellency, allow me to invite you. Let us be upstanding as we welcome His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto to talk to us. Karibu sana, Mheshimiwa Rais.
Asante sana. Asanteni sana. Tafadhali tunaweza keti chini. Thank you very much. Waheshimiwa mawaziri, wabunge, makatibu, MCS wetu, watu wa Kanairo, hamjambo. Nairobi, hamjambo. Assalamu alaikum. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Leo asanteni sana, asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. Leo tumefika hapa katika shule hii hapa mjini Nairobi, shule ya Jamhuri, katika sherehe muhimu kwa sababu ya matatizo ya climate change. Mazingira yetu yamebadilika. Kwa sababu hiyo tumekuwa na kiangazi ikifuatiwa na mafuriko, na hapo tumepoteza maisha ya wananchi. Tumepata matatizo mengi ya kiangazi, tumepata matatizo ya mafuriko, tumepoteza maisha, mali imepotea, na hata mwaka uliopita tulipoteza mifugo yetu karibu 2.5 milioni ambazo zilipotea. Na leo tunakuja hapa kama njia moja ya kukabiliana na mambo ya climate change, kuanza kutumia gas badala ya kukata miti, tutumie kuni ama tutumie makaa. Na leo hapa tunaanzisha mradi wa serikali ambayo itahakikisha ya kwamba mashule yetu 11,000 katika taifa letu la Kenya itaunganishwa na gas. Tuache mambo ya kutumia makaa na tuache mambo ya kutumia kuni. Hii ni mpango ya muhimu sana kwa sababu itapunguza mambo ya kuharibu mazingira Kenya. Itapunguza mambo ya kukata miti katika taifa letu la Kenya. Ili ile mpango tuko nayo ya kupanda miti bilioni 15 iweze kufaulu. Hatuwezi kuwa na mpango ya kupanda miti ili hali kunaendelea kukatwa miti ya kutumika nyumbani ama shuleni kwa matumizi ya kupika chakula. Ndio sababu hiyo leo hapa tunaanzisha hiyo mpango. Tayari tulipitisha hii strategy katika baraza la mawaziri. Sasa iko katikati ya mikono ya wizara yetu ya kawi, na mimi niko na imani ya kwamba waziri James Opiyo Wandayi na timu yake katika wizara ya kawi watatekeleza hii mpango kuhakikisha ya kwamba tunafikisha gesi katika kila shule katika taifa letu la Kenya. Na mimi ningetaka kusema hivi ya kwamba mradi huu utaendeshwa sehemu kubwa na makampuni ya private sector. I am inviting the private sector to work with us on this very important project of delivering clean energy to all our schools. This is a project that we are not going to spend so much government money. This project is going to be financed by the private sector. As we buy cars from them, they will be required to install all the LPG tanks in our schools and in our other facilities. And therefore, I am asking the ministry to facilitate a process where the private sector can play their part in making sure that we roll out this program in the shortest time possible. And in any case, not more than the next 1 year. Therefore, Minister and your team, the children of Kenya, in our 11,000 boarding schools around Kenya, TVETs and other institutions, now know that in the next 1 year, they will have gas delivered to their schools, and we will save on the destruction of our environment. We will reduce on the cutting down of trees, and also we will improve on the health of those who are busy in our kitchens, in our schools, that they will not be inhaling carbon dioxide, they will not be suffering the vagaries of disease, and they will also be they will be more healthier, and they can deliver on their responsibility to provide food for our children and for all learners in our institution without going through the difficulties of using charcoal or using firewood. So this program gives us a win-win outcome. We will save on cutting on trees, we will have clean energy, and we will save on matters of health. Let me also say the following, that in this project as well, we will benefit from an accountable mechanism that is going to allow us to unlock the resources that will come from carbon trading, because now we can monitor that we have transitioned all the schools from using biomass, from using charcoal, from using firewood, into using cleaner forms of energy, and that is gas. Let me also say the following, that going now into the future, we will transition the purchase of gas in Kenya to an open tender mechanism. We will now have an OTS that is going to support the purchase of gas competitively so that we can get competitive prices and we can leverage on the scale that we have as a country. Our plan being, and the plan of this strategy being, to enhance the consumption of gas from 6.5 kilograms to 15 kilograms per person per year, and also to enhance the penetration of the use of gas from the current 24% to 70% by the end of the execution of this strategy. So let me also say the following, that to support these efforts, the government is also partnering with the private sector to establish a common user import facility at the Kenya Petroleum Refineries Limited. By streamlining the importation process and adopting an open market tendering system, LPG demand has already increased this year. These achievements reflect the efficiency of unified implementation approach, enhancing collaboration across ministries, departments, and agencies to drive impactful initiatives. So it is my take that we are making the first step in a very interesting journey into the future of clean cooking, of making sure that we reduce on climate damage and making sure that we respond better in matters climate action. Let me also say that as we implement our affordable housing plan, we have made it now mandatory that all affordable housing projects must have in it an LPG ecosystem that makes sure that the partnership between the Ministry of Housing and the Ministry of Energy facilitates the use of LPG as a minimum going into the future. We have also zero-rated taxes on LPG and is actively improving storage infrastructure nationwide. Addressing scale, sustainability, and affordability is critical, and we have adopted robust policies, regulations, and standards to ensure the sector's growth while safeguarding health and safety. A thriving LPG sector promises significant economic benefits, including increased investment and job creation. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I am really proud that together we are launching this here in Nairobi, na niwaambie watu wa hapa Nairobi ya kwamba tayari tumekubaliana na county government ya Nairobi kwa mambo ya infrastructure ya barabara ya mji huu. Wednesday tunafanya mkutano kati ya wizara ya mambo ya barabara na county government ya Nairobi, ndio tumalizie zile barabara ambazo tunaona ni za muhimu, hasa katika sehemu ambazo za Eastlands na hapa mjini, ndio tuunganishe Nairobi hii. Hii Nairobi ikae kama city. Hii Nairobi ikae kama city. Vile vile, mimi nataka niwaeleze vijana wa Nairobi, katika ile mpango yetu ya Climate Works, tuko na vijana tayari 20,000 katika hiyo mpango. Nia yetu ni kwamba kabla ya mwisho wa mwaka ujao, tutakuwa tumefikisha vijana 50,000 hapa Nairobi ambao watakuwa katika hiyo mpango ya Climate Works. Vijana waweze kupata ajira, kila mmoja aweze kuchangia katika kubadilisha Nairobi. Na tumesema ya kwamba jiji la Nairobi, kwa sababu ni jiji ambayo iko na headquarters ya mambo ya environment katika dunia mzima, tuko na UNEP headquarters hapa Nairobi. Haiwezi kuwa ya kwamba Nairobi ikiwa headquarters ya environment duniani kote, tuwe na city yenye iko na uchafu. Kwa hivyo tunakubaliana hii Nairobi, governor lazima akaze kamba, asafishe, na sisi tutamsaidia na tutasaidiana pamoja. Tukitoka hapa, ile mkutano governor ameuliza ya kukamilisha mambo ya PPA, tutafanya hiyo mkutano hapa kabla asijatoka. Tumalizane na wewe, alafu kwa sababu wale wahusika wote wako hapa. Waziri yuko hapa, PS yuko hapa, yule mtu wa EPRA yuko hapa. Sasa hakuna mtu anatafutwa na mimi niko area. So tunafanya hiyo mkutano hapa saa hizi. Pengine wewe ukose watu wako wa kufanya hiyo mkutano. Wako area? Basi sawa. Tunamaliza hiyo mkutano hapa. Wewe mwalimu mkuu Bwana Juma, si utatusaidia tenda hapo tufanyie hiyo mkutano tumalize hiyo maneno hapa? Very good. Vile vile ningependa kusema ya kwamba hata wakati tunasafisha Nairobi River, vile vile mambo yetu ya affordable housing lazima isonge mbele. Tuhakikishe kwamba watu wa jiji hii wanaishi katika mazingira masafi. Watu wawe na nyumba yenye iko na heshima, mahali kuna choo, kuna maji, kuna stima na kuna usafi. Ndio Kenya iweze kusonga mbele. Mwisho kabisa, mimi ningependa kusema ya kwamba kazi hiyo yote ambayo tunafanya kwa pamoja. Na mimi nataka nishukuru viongozi wa mji wa Nairobi na viongozi wengine wote wa Kenya. Tumekubaliana ya kwamba Kenya sasa tutaungana pamoja. Hakuna haja tena ya migawanyiko. Hakuna haja tena ya chuki. Sisi wote ni ndugu moja wa taifa moja, tuungane tupeleke taifa letu la Kenya mbele. Kanairo tunakubaliana? Watu wa Nairobi tunakubaliana? Kwa sababu niko katika shule yetu na huyu Bwana Chuma na mama chair wameturuhusu tufanye mkutano huu hapa. Nimeona pale ya kwamba wanajenga dormitory ambayo imekwama kidogo hapa shuleni. Kwa hivyo nataka niwaambie vijana wa hapa Jamhuri. Vijana wa hapa Jamhuri wako? Haya. Nataka hawa vijana wajue ya kwamba hiyo dormitory yao, sasa nitatoa amri tutamaliza hiyo dormitory yenu. Na mimi mwenyewe nitachangia. Nitaambia wizara watoe pesa kiasi na nitamobilize private sector pia watusaidie ili tuweze kukamilisha hiyo jengo. Na mimi nataka mwalimu mkuu aanze kujipanga. Mimi nitatuma contractor hapa Monday aanze kufanya hiyo kazi. Sawa? Mwalimu. So that if possible, we should do at least one floor before we open in January. Let us try and see whether we can do at least one floor. Ndio hawa vijana waweze kupata mahali pazuri pa kusoma na tuweze kusukuma mambo yetu ya maendeleo mbele. Nimepata habari kwamba mpango yetu ya grade 9 iko katika mwendo wa kasi na kufikia January. I want to assure parents that next year, as we roll out our program for grade 9, as we actualize the CBC program, I want to congratulate our development partners working with the Ministry of Education. We now have 11,000 classrooms ready for next year. I want to congratulate members of parliament for their contribution in making sure that we have additional classrooms to make sure that we transition all our learners to the next grade and finally actualize our plan on making sure that we have a fit-for-purpose education system that responds to the needs of our generation and the needs of our times. An education system that is accessible, that is affordable, and one that responds to the urgent needs of the moment. Therefore, asanteni sana. Nimefurahi sana kuwa hapa. Wewe Bwana Juma, tunaanzana na wewe Jumatatu. Sawa sawa? Tuko pamoja. Kwa hivyo nataka niseme asante sana watu wa Nairobi na watu wa Kenya. Mimi nawatakia Krismasi njema na mwaka mpya wenye mafanikio makubwa sana. Thank you very much. And
today, cabinet secretaries who are present as well, karibuni, the whole fraternity of Jamhuri High School, Bwana asifiwe. God is good, and all the time, and that's his nature. Your Excellency, before saying much, allow me to recognize leaders who are here. I'll invite the area MCA, Chege Mwaura, to introduce the MCAs who are here, and then I'll go to the MPs. Please, tufanye haraka.
Thank you, Excellency, and your esteemed delegation. Karibu Starehe, Karibu Ngara. This is Jamhuri. We are the tallying center of all the votes around Starehe are tallied. And thank you for giving us the honor to start off this program with us. With accompanying us are the leaders of the County Assembly. Please, Mameni, Leader of Minority, Mheshimiwa Kiragu kutoka Waithaka, Mheshimiwa Nicholas kutoka Isili South, Mheshimiwa Oscar Lore kutoka Mathare North, Mheshimiwa Ringo, asante sana, karibu, and my whip, chief whip kutoka